My name is Joy, and I am writer of Undiscovered It Girl here on Substack. This is Turn Down Service where we kind of gather in community weekly to go through skincare, beauty routines, talk about products, talk about tools, talk about life. And I like to say, kind of commune in the spirit of beauty. For a lot of you guys, it is cold and icy, and there is a winter storm blowing through the country. I'm here in New Orleans. It's not super cold here. It's colder than normal for sure. Um, but you know, and we're just getting back. I'm just getting back here to doing these lives. Um, for the new year. Haven't been on since 2026 started. And so today I'm going to push myself through or push myself to get on here, get motivated. We're starting to get into the year of the horse and the Chinese zodiac. We're still shedding from 2025, the year of the snake. So it's time to get moving. I wanted to talk to you guys about a few products, just a little bit, about how my routine is shifting just a little bit from my use. We're gonna go through a little skincare, go through a little massaging, and just talk about, what's been on your girl's mind. First and foremost, um, I got a blowout from Dominicans. It's my first time doing that. $50 for just a wash and then to just blow my hair out. When I tell you this is 2 weeks. She made my hair so daggone straight. I thought it was almost too straight. Um, but it's so nice to just be able to sit down and not have to do things for yourself and just have it done. So I thought that was awesome. Um, I'm going to be sending out a piece tomorrow, maybe later today, on some of the things that we're going over. I kind of wanted to have like a visual piece to it. And then, you have the written more long form piece to back that up or, read at your leisure whenever you please. Um we're just talking about kind of beauty on a budget, maintaining beauty, on a strict budget. Lots of people have lost jobs. Lots of people, the money isn't flowing in like that right now. So I just wanted to talk about how to kind of maintain our routines while we're going through that. Um, I'm gonna start massaging with a new tool that it's new for here on my live. This is a Himalayan salt ball, and it helps to take down inflammation. I don't use this as a tool often for massage, but because it's been so long since I've been in my own routine of massaging, I feel like I see the difference in my face. I had some dental work done here that messed my jaw up some time ago. So this TMJ side is where I really like to start. And we're gonna see if I can take some of this inflammation down. There's nothing hard to this. Um, I'm genuinely just allowing that salt to kind of detox, rolling into the muscle and into the lymphatic system, and pushing everything here over. And I can still, the ball is weighted and it's pretty hard. So I can still feel the massaging effect of how it is working into the muscle. I don't have any oil or anything on my face right now. Um, I normally will start by putting massage oil on. I just don't think that is necessary for this. In fact, Uh, just the natural state of my skin kind of helps things to um, create a little resistance so I can kind of roll this easily and it doesn't slip out of my hand. Ideally, want to do this for a good 15 minutes. Starting to see it come down just a little bit here. Again, you see me kind of pushing everything up. Um, I am 45, so things do start to shift with the gravity just a little bit. So when it comes to any of my massaging, I like to push things up as much as possible. So as far as life, while I continue to kind of do this, you see me going over what we call my laugh lines here. Um, Child, ain't nothing been going on, to be honest with you. And that's the beauty of it. That's part of what I'm shedding and learning to kind of find some peace with. Um, Here in New Orleans, we're starting to get ready. We are in Mardi Gras season. And I'm starting to kind of get ready to get festive myself, as you can see my purple nails. And but it's been a very quiet, toned down, super chill stage of life. And what I wanted to say about that is it's very interesting to continue experiencing life in a very calm, stable state. I decided that my word for the year was going to be stability. That's what I'm continuing to create for myself. Um, in transparency, I'm not 100% used to my nervous system being in a calm, safe state. Um, and I didn't even realize that as much until I've been here for some time, you know, living life the way I've created and chose to live it. And um, some would consider that to be boring. Some would consider that to be um just not as exciting, even though I do live. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I can see it come to you. Living in a place like New Orleans, it's not about excitement all the time. And so, you know, some of us, whether we like to admit it or not, we chase that dopamine, we chase that oxytocin, that feeling, um, drama, gossip, all that kind of stuff. And there's nothing wrong. Like, I've been here in a super chill state, not stimulated by just a whole lot of old people, old things, old problems, just old ways of thinking. It's really just freed me up so much. And to be honest, it's very calm. It's very peaceful. It's not dramatic, it's not, I'm not even online as much anymore. Number one, I don't want to be super stimulated by it all the time. And number two, only, if I really have something to say, that's one thing. I'm also not living a life that I feel like I need a big escape from. I'm gonna do a little massaging with the regular tool here. So I'm getting some massage oil on. But yeah, so I say all that to say that I'm here, I'm blessed, and I'm so grateful. Um there hasn't been a whole lot to report on as far as the beginning of this year. Um my mom's, doing well. She'll be celebrating a birthday, a big milestone birthday in February. I know that somehow, some way, she gets to see some of my videos. That's not my preference, but anyway, that's a whole nother story. Um, but yeah, so life is good. It's peaceful. It's blessed. I'm super grateful. Just trying to keep it that way. Been doing a lot of yoga. Been trying to eat well. Even my food routine. I pretty much eat a lot of the same things all the time. Salmon, cabbage, kale, potatoes, not eating a lot of fast food at all. Um, Even in New Orleans, there's so many amazing restaurants. Even if you want to get a meal, you can get something that someone cooked and it's not, some kind of just fake food that people, I don't know, get through a drive-through line. So I find all that to be a blessing, and that's part of, again, what makes this the best decision for me. So I continue to encourage you to make the best decisions for yourselves. Um, it takes consistency. It takes going through it, and again, not even just trying things for a little bit and I'm not, it's no shade to that. You have to try it. But we this practice, this movement, this right here is about the things that we do consistently and training ourselves and incorporating that into our lives so that we can really make the changes that we want to see and keep them, you know, sustain them. Um, we're gonna do some cleansing. I just bought another batch of this. This is the CeraVe Cream to Foam Cleanser, hydrating cleanser. Love it. Love it. Um, Especially for these cooler temperatures where I'm needing something more hydrating. Um, but still to give me a nice deep cleanse. Basis. I'm doing this for a full 60 seconds, ideally, is how long you want to be doing your cleansing. I have been waiting to do a chemical peel. Um, and I've been waiting because I took a yoga challenge. And after we do that peel, we don't want that melanin to rise up and the wrong thing to happen. So I'm gonna wait until my yoga challenge is over to do that chemical peel. But it's time. It is time. I will be starting to do some beauty concierge services this year too. I have quite a few friends, family who reach out to me, asking for skincare products, advice. Of course, that's part of what this is for. But there's nothing wrong with having a customized routine. One second. Sorry. Okay. So we are doing this is the essential retinol number 4. I'm really liking this. As my cycle starts to change, I am getting a few little breakouts, which is completely normal. And this retinol has that CBD in it that really helps to cool and calm the skin. If you are my age, maybe a little younger, maybe a little older, maybe a lot older, you need to be using retinol in your routine. Um, I do love the texture of that. I'm also using the Barrier Bounce by Naturium, which helps to restore that skin barrier, keep it nice and bouncy. And by that, I just mean not saggy, very moisturized. It's not oily. It's hard to describe texture of this product, but I genuinely love it. And this is something I just restocked on for the second time. You actually get quite a bit out of this bottle, but love that. Um, Kind of forgot what I was talking about before I had to step out, but gonna show you these products and I'm gonna hop off, and we'll see you again next week. But the CeraVe Gentle Hydrating Shampoo, um, in my think piece that I'm doing, my tips that I'm sharing here on Substack, I was talking about replacing my Sacred shampoo, her hydrating shampoo line. I have recently tried this instead, just because this bottle itself is about $10 for 12 fluid ounces. I love Sacred. I think it's amazing. Um, the ingredients in this are very similar and give my hair what it needs. Gives my hair the hydration that it needs. It doesn't have that lovely fragrance to it, but I wash my hair every week. So I go through that Sacred really fast. Um so I decided to just try this, and I have really loved it so far. Something that I don't normally talk about too much here, but we will today, is my teeth and how I keep them nice and white. Um, I've gone back to a few little old school things. If you know me, you know how, like, I'm very serious about my routine with my teeth. I take good care of them, try to floss daily, all that. So I'll start with this hydrogen peroxide. I kind of just go in, squirt it. It is something that you can use orally. I've heard many times you're supposed to dilute it with water. I don't always do that. Um, but that's what you're supposed to do. Go in water. I will wet my toothbrush and I will dip. This is more recent. This is something I would say in the past month and a half. I've gone back to using baking soda. So I wet the toothbrush. I will dip it inside so it makes kind of like a paste. And with that peroxide, and I'll spit the peroxide out, but the two start to mix and kind of make a paste. And I'll brush my teeth with that first. Um, and just get them nice and smooth and clean. I also do some tongue scraping before I start that whole regimen. And I rinse that out. And then I come in with this product. And this is because that can be very stripping to the teeth if you're doing that daily. This is the nano hydroxyapatite toothpaste. I saw this. A dentist recommended this on TikTok, as a way to kind of help restore tooth enamel so that people who are getting like big things done, root canals, there's ways to restore and like not have to go through such invasive procedures with your teeth. So they recommended a nano toothpaste. I found this on Amazon. And it's really nice. So after I do the peroxide and the baking soda, I will come in with this toothpaste. And the key with this is that after you brush with it, you're not supposed to rinse it out. So I'll kind of just rinse my tongue and then just let it be after that. Um, but this has been working really well, and my teeth are not super sensitive to cold or hot. But yeah, it's good. I also shared um one of the tips that I was saying is to like go back into our closets and into our cabinets and find those products that we maybe use and you didn't use it consistently. Most of us have old things, you know, in our in our cabinets. Um so I ran out of a um leave-in conditioner that I really love. And I decided that I just didn't want to buy it again right now. It's 45 bucks. I'm, just being a lot more conscious of my spending these days. So I went back and found this. This is the Shea Butter Moisture Lock by It's Natural. I got this back in Charlotte when I had locks. It did not work for me when I had locks because any moisture would make my roots pop. Here, with my blowouts and my keratin, the moisture needs are different. So this product has been great with my blowouts. And I say all that to say again that to go back in that cabinet and revisit some of the products, and especially when we can use them consistently or with a little more knowledge, you know, about ingredients and uses than we had before. Um, they work great. And you can save a few little dollars. So, um, I'm probably gonna continue playing with this throughout the evening, but again, just wanted to hop on in the spirit of beauty, the spirit of consistency, and just say hi. And I hope that everybody's new year is continuing to go well so far. We're gonna be back in the routine, doing our thing, and continue making strides in this year of the horse. So love y'all, mean it, and I will see you next week, God willing. Peace.